Hey guys, Zuzunatural here. Welcome back to my channel. Couple of weeks ago, maybe even months ago, I asked you guys, would you be interested in hearing about crystals? And you were like, yes. And I was like, yes, because I love and adore crystals. So now I am no crystal expert, crystallologist, if that is a thing. Sounds like it is. We're going to go with it. But I do love and adore crystals and have been using and working with crystals my entire life, right? My entire life I have been around crystals. My dad loves crystals. He has always used crystals. He wears them. He sells them in his shop. He has them all around the house. So like crystals are mesmerizing, right? They're gorgeous. They're pretty. And that's usually how they capture our attention. We look at them and go, oh my gosh, what is that? Right? And that's how they captured my attention. Just seeing them in all the pretty colors, and some of them are sparkly, some of them glisten, some of them look like diamonds, and you're just like, oh my gosh, that's a beautiful, beautiful stone. But obviously crystals are more than just beautiful stones. What are crystals? Crystals are physical, tangible forms of the Earth's energy. Yeah, that's the best way I can describe them. They are ancient and they carry the life force of the earth, the energy of the earth. So crystals are energy. They vibrate at certain frequencies, different frequencies, depending on what crystal it is or precious stone or semi-precious stone it is. They're used in computers, cell phones, and you're probably wondering, okay, that's nice, but how can I use crystals? How can I benefit from crystals? Well, I'll tell you. Harnessing the energy and the power of crystals is much easier than you think. You don't need a PhD in crystallology. It's very simple. A lot of times we make things a lot more difficult than it needs to be, and things are, especially nature. Nature is simple. It really is. It's us who's difficult. So how can you harness the power and the energy of crystals? There's a variety of ways. You can wear crystals. So I have on jewelry, and in ancient times, jewelry, specifically in ancient Egypt, jewelry was referred to as sa. Sa was spiritual protection, which makes sense because the symbols and the crystals had certain benefits and qualities that were supposed to protect you, depending on what it was that you were trying to evoke. Now we just kind of wear jewelry for jewelry's sake, because it's kind of lost its meaning. But I think in most ancient cultures, jewelry was just that. It was sa. So in my jewelry, I have on turquoise, I have on malachite, and I have lots of other jewelry that has crystals. This is pretty much what I have on every day. So you can wear crystals in your jewelry depending on what energy you're trying to tap into. You can hold crystals in your pockets. Very often I'll choose certain crystals to use in my pocket, carry in my pocketbook or my handbag, my jean jacket, my pants, whatever. I'll just have a few small hand crystals that I'll carry with me. You can put crystals around the house. They're pretty, so that's nice. You can decorate with them. So you can have them on your person. You can have them in the house. You can have them in your personal space. You can have them in your office. Maybe you need to just chill at work. Maybe you're stressed out. You might want to choose crystals or stones that help you do that. Now, you do want to make sure you do know the properties of crystals that you are putting around you, just to make sure that you are actually tapping into the energy that you want to tap in. Sometimes people have crystals in the bedroom. So you want to make sure you have the crystals that are going to be conducive to activities that you do in the bedroom, which is what? Sleep and relaxation. You don't want anything that's going to have you all on edge when you're trying to sleep. Now, there are thousands upon thousands of crystals. So it is not important that you memorize every single crystal that there is on the planet. Don't do that. You're going to drive yourself crazy. You're going to confuse yourself, because just when you think something looks like a specific crystal, trust and believe there's another crystal that looks just like that. So it's not necessary for you to memorize and learn about every crystal in the world. I know about a lot of crystals. For every crystal I have information and knowledge on, there are 2 or 3 crystals that I have no idea about. And like I said, I've been dealing with crystals for a very long time. So you're never going to know every crystal. You're just not. But here's what I recommend. I recommend you go to a metaphysical store, okay? Go to a metaphysical store in your area. Now, I understand that everyone does not have metaphysical stores or stores that sell crystals in their area, and so you can go online. However, I feel like purchasing crystals is such a personal thing that you really want to be in the energy of the crystal. You want to touch it, you want to see it, you want to hold it. But you can purchase crystals online. Just make sure you know who you're dealing with and try to stick to 1 or 2 vendors that you trust to purchase your crystals from. But go to a metaphysical store. Don't go in that store with a list of healing properties that you're trying to get. Don't go into that store with a list of crystals that you want. You can certainly do that, but what I recommend is walk in that store, you peruse those crystals, and you let those crystals speak to you. You choose your crystal off of your intuition. Your intuition is your higher self. Your higher self knows what it needs. You might not think you know what you need, but you do. So you let your intuition choose that crystal. You let that crystal speak to you. Not literally. If it is literally speaking to you, you might want to get that checked out. However, let that crystal speak to you. And I guarantee you, the crystals that you go for, the ones that you want to touch, the ones that you want to hold, the ones that keep bringing your eye back to that one, that is the 1, 2, or 3 that you need in your life. Make sure you get the names because you will forget. You think you're going to remember, you're not going to remember. Make sure you get the names, jot the names down, maybe put the color just so you know which one is which if you're purchasing multiple crystals. So when you get home, you can research those crystals. That is the time when you can start researching your crystals based off of the ones that you have. Now, let's say you buy a rose quartz, you get it home, you see that it is a love stone. It's associated with the heart chakra, opening the heart chakra. It is associated with compassion and love for self, love for others, right? Love for the world. You might say, that's exactly what I needed. Guarantee you're going to say that about the crystals that you choose. I bet you $1. $1. You are going to get home and go, wow, that is exactly what I was looking for. So that is my recommendation as far as choosing crystals. Now, of course, if you're not feeling that, you don't trust yourself to choose the crystals that you need in your life, you should. But if you don't, and you go in, and it's okay to go in with the list. You know, if you're looking to tap into love and compassion, yeah, go ahead and get yourself some rose quartz. Everybody needs rose quartz in their life. They do. So go ahead and get you some rose quartz. Maybe if you're looking to boost your creativity, go ahead and get some carnelian. I absolutely love and adore carnelian. If you are looking for maybe some protection while traveling, I like to travel. I love turquoise. Turquoise is something that I have on pretty much every day, and I just love and adore turquoise. You might want to get you some turquoise. If you are interested in maybe some assistance with communication, septarian, dragonstone might be the stone for you. This is one of my newest members to the collection. I had never heard of septarian, and so this is an example of knowing crystals, working with crystals for a long time, and I never even saw this in my life. When I did, it whispered my name. It was like, Zoena, and I was like, yes, and I got it immediately. First of all, I love heart-shaped crystals. That's number 1, and just look at that. That's a beauty. And it helps with communication, and that is exactly what I needed at the time. So maybe you want to get that. If you're looking to tap into your spiritual side, maybe your third eye and your higher chakras, maybe you want to get some amethyst. Amethyst is a winner. Everyone can use some amethyst in your life. Maybe you're looking, or some quartz crystal. Quartz crystal is an amplifier, so this amplifies energies of other crystals. Amazing. Maybe you're looking for some spiritual protection. Maybe you're looking to cleanse. your crystals or just cleanse your aura, you might want to go with some selenite. Look at this selenite wand. Oh, it's like a unicorn wand. I love it. And I have my selenite sticks. Selenite is amazing. It is very fragile, so be careful. If you drop this, this will shatter like glass. But this thicker one is a little better. But look at that. Look at that beauty. I always feel like Harry Potter when I have that. I love wands. So certainly you can go in with an idea of what you want. I say don't. That's what I say. Something to keep in mind is if you're familiar with colorology, so the science or study of color, then you will notice that a lot of the qualities and benefits that are associated with specific colors are also associated with semi-precious stones or crystals that fall into that color range. That is not always the case, but that is something that helps me with crystals a lot of times. Even if I see a new crystal and I know that it is in the pink shade or the green shades or the blue shades, a lot of times I may know what they deal with just based off of that color and what that color is associated with. It's not always the case, but it is something that you can keep in mind for a quick reference. What's important to remember about crystals is that it's a give and take when it comes to crystals. It's important to put energy into your intentions, what you plan to get or gain from working with crystals. It's important to put just as much intention and energy into your intention as you plan to get from the crystal. Okay? So what I mean is it's just as much about you and your energy and your intentions as it is about the actual crystal and the crystal energy and the healing benefits of the crystal. So you want to go into working with crystals with a positive mindset. That's number one. You want to go into working with crystals believing that the intentions that you are putting forth are going to happen. Crystals are tools that we can use to help amplify our own energy and our own personal power. So ask yourself, what is it that I need, that I want, that I'm looking for to help me reach my highest potential flowering, to help me reach being my greatest self, the greatest version of me. And crystals can help you with that, but they are only a tool. The key word is help you. You have to help yourself first. Just don't think that crystals are magically delicious and just going to change your world. Just because I have this rose quartz, I am going to find love now. I am going to have positive self-esteem. I am going to have compassion and caring for everything and everyone. You got to do the work too. However, you can also use crystals as a tool to help you with that work. Crystals help with the balancing of the mind and body via the healing energy benefits and qualities. So when you are choosing crystals, it's very important that you clean your crystals when you get home, and different types of crystals require different types of cleaning. I won't get into that in this video, but I will follow up with a video on that. Also, it's important that if you have crystals, you have a collection of crystals, that you are very specific about who you let touch your crystals. They are yours. And just know that when other people touch your crystals, now your crystals have their energy and their intentions and their vibration on your crystals. So keep that in mind when you are dealing with crystals. My crystals are mine. I don't let people touch my crystals. And if I do, I am very specific about making sure I clean and set my crystal, program my crystals right after. But in general, I don't really let people touch them. I don't. Caring for and cleaning your crystals are very important. So the next time we speak about crystals, that is what we will be speaking about. If you have any questions, ask them below. I will answer them. So comment, share, like, subscribe, all that jazz. If you're interested in seeing a lot more crystal videos, also put that in the comments. And if there's anything specific that you want to know, ask it in the comments. I will answer that. However, I want to try to go from like a very vague and general description and then get a little more specific, So I'm thinking that we'll do the cleaning and caring for your crystals and maybe even programming your crystals in the next video. And then I think I'll also do a video on maybe the 5 crystals I think everyone should have in their collection. It's what I think, okay? It is not the gospel, but what I think everyone should have in their collection. And then maybe we'll go into specific crystals. So then maybe I'll start talking about specific crystals. And rose quartz is always a winner. So maybe we'll talk about rose quartz first. So that's what I have in mind. Let me know if that sounds good to you and if that's something you'd be interested in. Also, if there's any other topics dealing with health and wellness, spirituality, anything like that, holistic health, let me know. Drop it in the comments, because I am not just green beauty. I am a multifaceted being. I am into a lot of things. It just so happens that most of the time I'm talking about green beauty and skincare and all of that one here, but I would like to start talking about a lot more. I don't want to delve deep into things, but I do want to hit things on the surface, because crystals, like all things, you can go deep. Let me tell you, that rabbit hole, when you jump down, it can go deep. I do want to leave you, though, with one of my favorite crystal books before I leave. Just so you know, this is Love is in the Earth, a kaleidoscope of crystals. This is the updated version. There may even be another version, because I've had this for a while. But this is a reference book describing crystals. I love it because it goes into detail as far as chakras associated with crystals, right? Astrology signs associated with crystals, and planets associated with crystals, colors, all of that. There are no pictures, so this may be, like I said, it's a reference book. There are others that have pictures that would be better, and I think there's the Crystal Bible that has pictures, and I think there's 3 versions. I think there's a Crystal Bible 1, 2, and 3. I think I just have the first one. So, and then you always have online to look up pictures if you need to see pictures. It's usually very easy to find what a crystal is once you start dealing with them and knowing how to describe them. But yeah, like, share, comment, subscribe. Zuzunatural. Peace out.